Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan. Um, Here, I want to give some tips to people who want to summon players to help them to play this game, the Elden Ring. I've been playing the last boss and by co-oping with people in the last month, and feel like a lot of players could use some advice so we can all play this game a little bit better. So the first thing I would say is I have seen many players have not tried to attempt to play the boss by themselves. I strongly recommend to at least try the boss as best you can by yourself without summon anyone, without summon actual war, anything like that. The reason I'm saying that is I hope that people at least learn the pattern a little bit and not die from the boss's AoE. You can get hit, that's no problem. As long that you don't die, you know what that pattern is. So during the co-op play, even though you got hit, we can, as a co-op player, we can attack the boss and take the focus out of you, so you can recover your health. But many occasions that people don't play by themselves, they don't learn the pattern, they die from the AoE, and the entire play session is over. So that would be my first advice. The second advice is then after you try to beat the boss by yourself, then you can start to summon like Mimikir, anything like that, to help you. A little bit to learn if the focus is out of you, how you gonna react, because when the boss is not on you, he can still accidentally hit you and that take your health away. So that will help a little bit. I mean, you don't have to play this through the entire game. Obviously, if you are able to beat by yourself, you don't summon people, but you don't have to have the skills to beat the entire face of the boss, but at least learn what that look like and not die from it. The third thing is, when you do summon someone, I strongly recommend have your health full. Even though you got hit for a small amount, it's not a full bar. Let's say 20% of your health got hit. I would still suggest to get it full. The reason I'm saying that is because that will help you to mimic the chances that you die. Because you as the host have the most health and have the most flasks for HP. As the people who got summoned, we only have total of 6, I believe. So you have the most health bar, and if you die, the entire session is over. So that will help to minimize that you got hit by AoE and you die right away. So the final advice I would say is when you're summoning the other players to help you, what you should do. The first thing I would say is it really depends on how confident that you are that when you take the focus out of the bosses and how fast you die. If you are confident that you will not die, you can play as normal. But you are not so confident, I would suggest you hit and run if you are able to. Because once you hit the boss, there's a high possibility that the boss will focus his entire attack on you, and then you could die very quickly if you're not being careful, or if you don't have the skills to avoid or to roll or to avoid damage. The entire thing, and pretty much is just thinking, if you summon other players, if you die, the entire phase session is over. So we as a co-op player, we would prefer to you live, and then if possible, we live as well. But if you do die, then the all the efforts is over. We could, as a co-op player, we could die, and then you can continue potentially beat the game. But like I said, the next advice I would say, you give chance to other players to play. You can hit and run. You don't even need to hit if you feel like this session of the boss is too harsh. If you attack, the next attack he's gonna focus on you, and then you could potentially die. For example, for Melania, if you already see the boss's health bar is around 50%, very high chance the next attack she's gonna do the flower dance move, where a lot of hosts just couldn't escape. So I would recommend, once you see the boss is 50%, let other players, like the player that you summoned, to take the hit, or let them attack at this time until that flower dance is over. Then you can resume your playthrough. Of course, that flower dance can happen anytime after 50%, but at least the initial attack that you don't do, so you will survive from that. The next advice I would say, many players use what is it called? Many players use like sorceries or incantations that fill the screen. For example, there's a dragon breath or something. It's very dark. Once you do that, especially you are far away from the boss and your co-op players are beating the boss, once you do that, the entire screen, especially your co-op player's screen, is filled with the fog, where they can be very hard to see what the boss pattern is, and they got accidentally hit. So I was advised, try not to use those kind of incantations or spells, so that will help the other players to see the boss, what the pattern is, to help you to beat it. So that's pretty much what I think right now, and let's see if we can try to beat some boss and see if we can see what I'm talking about. And what I'm doing is helping someone to do the final boss. I'm gonna say I'm not a great player. By all means, this is my first Souls game. And we'll see how this goes. The final boss, I would say also, when you try to summon a third player, it takes a while. A lot of the time, we just say unable to summon, and this is very common. But we'll see if we can help him to beat this boss. Let's see. I guess spoiler alert. If you don't want to see what the final boss is, you may need to turn away from this fight. But I mean, the advice I was giving, it applied to all the bosses. Doesn't necessarily just for this boss. Sometimes in this narrow hallway, there's sometimes people, players. Oh, there he goes. So we have 3 players. So this guy used katana and shield. We'll see how we're gonna go. And generally, the way I do it is, I mean, I can survive the first phase no problem. I like the second phase of the final boss. But people have different preferences. See, I mean, he's doing well, but he did. See, he's not having the whole bar of health. See, they got accidentally hit because the boss is focused on me. I would strongly suggest to have a full health bar. Oh, so basically he take too much effort to focus on the boss and try to hit the boss. Like I previously mentioned, maybe try not to be so aggressive. Just hit and run, and let the people who you summon take the hit, and let them hit the boss, so they can take the hit as well. So then that play session is over. Now we'll see the next one. Hopefully we have a video that we have opportunity to be the boss, where the host is more careful. But we'll have to see. Hey! So this looks to me like someone do incantations, but I could be wrong. But he's definitely gonna use that Ash War from this look of it. I heard the people, some people stuck its boss for a week. Oh, that's the invasion. I'm terrible at the invasion. See, that's the spell I was talking about. Oh, I can't hit him. What happened? Okay, all right. Yeah, he's definitely using some incantation. I hope that will... Let's go. Maybe he's ready. And 2 or 3 players. I mean, if you have done your own playthrough, try to beat the boss by yourself. 2 or 3 players doesn't make a huge difference. You basically just need to take the focus on the boss. See, this player is pretty good. He just take... I'm not being good. We'll see. See? Oh. I think he's gonna come back to me. Let's see. Oh no! See, this is the chance what I'm talking about is that attack. If you try to play the game yourself, you have higher possibility of survive. That's his basic attack. But if you try to beat it, that's the first thing you're gonna conquer, because if you don't survive from that, his other attack you may not even survive. So that's the first thing I was saying. Try to learn that pattern so you don't die from it. You can get hit once or twice, but not die. Okay, now we have 3 players.
Hey!
This looks like someone who used spell. So he took the aggro from the boss. Okay. So this is what I'm saying. We take the aggro from the boss, and he's doing well. I still hope that see him not to take as much of aggro as he can. He survived. That's great. So this co-op player is pretty good, and now I'll go on to the second phase. The second phase, I would say, many players, the host die from the first attack where the fire is. Oh, trying to go behind him. Oh, he's not dead. That's great news. So at least give us the opportunity to take the aggro from the boss. Okay, it's not on me. That's good. Where did he go? Okay, I don't think that's on me. Oh. Yeah. Wow. Someone did a lot of damage. Oh wow, that's quick. That's awesome. We're done it.
Hey!
That's awesome. That's one of the cases. You can get hit, but you're not dying from it. It could be luck. It could, like, he could have tried it before by himself, that he didn't die from it. And I will say another advice is, this is how I play. At least I will try to be the first phase by myself, just by myself, without summon. That will help me to at least survive the first phase. Even though I can't survive the second phase, but then I have some other people to take the hit, that I won't die. Okay, so this is someone who will use spells and incantations. We'll see. See, that spell, it just make me difficult to see what's going on the screen. Okay. So that's another case that the host hasn't learned the pattern. Well, another thing is just be prepared that the boss will hit you at any time, even though you weren't attacking. Okay, this is katana.
Hey!
Well, I guess the way I do the final boss, I use this vow of indomitable Ash War on my shield. So I'll do this. So when the boss do his AOE, especially a few things, as you can see, that I can escape from it. This Ash War basically make you invincible for, I would say, maybe 1.5 seconds. So when he do his AOE, then I will survive from it. That doesn't get any damage at all. It looks like this one he have practiced by himself. That's great. And so I'm doing the Ash War for my. The boss, of course, have his delay in his attack. Okay. Okay. Generally, the way I'll do it, I'll use the Ash War as well. He's doing good. Oops. Okay, he's doing good. That's great. Oh, don't die! Okay. Okay, he's not died. I take the aggro from him so he can drink. That's good. That's a good co-op. Not that. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, the second phase. So the second phase, I do not use that shield anymore because that I use Bloodhound stab with a few attacks that he does. It helped me to escape from that. I mean, I don't have to. It's just easier. As you can tell, like he definitely learned the patterns, and this attack pattern, he's no problem at all. That's great. I'm gonna drink my flask just in case. Okay. These are basic patterns you have to learn, pretty much. So the way I do it is I take out of the lock on. He definitely practiced. See, you don't have to completely escape from it, not taking damage. You can take damage as long as you don't die. I hoped. Another suggestion is manage your stamina. For the final boss, stamina is very important. Oops. Have your full health, please. Help. Okay, he recovered the health. That's good. Okay. See, that's a good player that he may not be the boss by himself, but this way someone help him. That's all he needs, a little bit of help to take the aggro from the boss. That's a great one. That's a good one. Okay. I hope that learned a little bit something about playing this game. And like I said, this doesn't apply just for this boss. For any boss that that you want to summon someone, hopefully you can learn something. All right. Thank you. Bye.